Yo, welcome back to We Drive Slow, the YouTube channel. So today we have my BMW 420i Gran Coupe. And like with any BMW, you're gonna have some warning lights, and I got one recently. So today we're gonna be looking at the warning light on my screen. So as you can see, it says dip beam, right dip beam failure. Have the problem checked out by your nearest service. So today we're gonna go solve that. We got some aftermarket parts to fix it. And yeah, let's get to it. So this fix you can actually do yourself. You don't actually need a lift or anything, but you want to make sure that you move your steering wheel to the left or to the right. In my particular case, I moved it to the left. So there's a opening right here that you need to get to. There's two tabs on the top, and I'm gonna go and remove it. So that's the tab right here. So after you remove the cover, there's like this waterproof cap, and all you have to do is just rotate it. Once you rotate it, and then you can just take it out. So it's like that. This is to keep the water out from the headlights. So right there you see the Xenons. There's a cable on the bottom. You want to just wiggle it out. So there's that. And then it's just a slight twist to the left. Right, you twist it to the left and then it comes out. And then there it is. So it does get hot, so maybe you should wait for your car to cool down a bit before giving it a go. So when you're handling this type of light bulb, make sure not to touch the area right here that I'm pointing to, as it can affect the longevity of the light. So this is the BMW OEM headlight. As you can see, it's from Phillips. It's a D1S 35 volt, and it has a color temperature of 42,000 Kelvin. And to get a replacement in Hong Kong for this, it's around $380 Hong Kong per light bulb, which is about $48.47 USD. All right, so these are aftermarket headlights, Xenons. And I'm gonna be using this brand called Super Vision. It's from Taobao. It was only $45 RMB, which is about $6.30 US. And this has a temperature, a Kelvin of 6,700, which is a lot more towards white. The OEM ones are a lot more yellow. And afterwards, we can see the difference side by side. Here's a quick unboxing. They have a foam piece protecting the bulb. So the one on the left is OEM and the one on the right is the aftermarket. So let's look at the differences. So you can see the top, pretty much the same mechanism. And then let's look at the connection. So the connection is a lot more cleaner on the OEM. The aftermarket looks a little bit more, janky, but hopefully it works. Okay, so putting it back in is basically the reverse steps. So you take this, you find the hole. All right, so I got it in. It took a little bit of effort, and now I'm going to connect the cable back up. All you have to do is push it in. There you go. So after this step, I recommend you turn the car on to see if the light works before putting the cover back on. Turning it on for the first time, the headlight works. The aftermarket one is definitely brighter. Here it is at another angle. I'll be putting on this cap that protects the rain from getting in, or any water from getting in the headlights. All right, so that's in. And then the last piece is the cover. Take your time with this. Make sure all the tabs are aligned, because you don't want this falling off when you're driving. So the left-hand side is the OEM headlight, which is 4200 Kelvin. And on the right-hand side is the new Xenon, which is 6700. So you can see the difference in terms of the light quality. So the left side is more yellow and the right side is more towards white. So we're on low beams right now. and let's move it up to high beams. So it's a huge difference. Okay, so after I was changing the headlights, you can see now all the faults are gone, so headlights work. Find a darker spot to test out the lights, because right now we're in the city, it's still relatively bright, so you can't really see the full effect. So we're gonna try to find an area that's not lit, and then we'll test it out again. So this is no headlights. Let me turn the car on. Again, the left side is OEM, the right side is the new Xenon. And then we're gonna do high beam. High beam. So you can see there's a difference in terms of color temperature. So now we're gonna do it on high beams. Things out. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Okay, so there you go. So we just replaced this with 6700 Kelvin, and now the old ones are 4200 Kelvin, so there's a mismatch right now. So we have to replace this one with the aftermarket as well, even though this headlight is still good. Since we've done this on the other side, I'm not gonna talk through this one, I'm just gonna go and get it done. So I'm gonna use a paper towel because it's still pretty hot. If this is your first go around, this swap probably will take you 30 to 40 minutes to complete. All done, both aftermarket light bulbs in. Some final thoughts. I'd definitely go with the aftermarket option. It's plug and play, it's cheaper. The quality between OEM and aftermarket is negligible. It's still light bulb tech, it's been around for ages. And you get to pick a cooler color temperature. So that's a wrap for this one. Please subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and see you guys in the next one. And enjoy the rest of the night shots.